There we go, no clicker. Hi, welcome to this week's edition of Visit Eureka, Nevada. As you can see, we have a different location right now.
We're in a bar. It's about time we're in a bar.
The bar is empty. And so we're down here at the Owl Saloon Club and Roadhouse. Owner Eleni Menteberry and Eleni Menteberry. There we go. And so we're down here because this week, in just a few days, the car show starts. And so it is Legends of the West Bike and Car Fest. Yes. And so you'll see this trophy here. This is our Best in Show trophy. And this year, Best in Show is $600.
Wow.
So, yeah, so
I
$600.
better shine up Ruby.
I know. She's always shining. So we've got an amazing weekend planned. So there's noise in the background because
it's a bar.
It's a bar, and they're next door in the bar. So, anyways, in the back you can see that this is where our award ceremony is going to be happening and our pinup contest. So what you see in the back there is a stage. This is an amazing building, a historic building, and it's very, very long. And so in the back, that is where at 4 o'clock, people will come down, and Eleni and her crew are going to be making having a taco bar. So there's going to be fabulous tacos down here, and it is a bar. So I'm thinking some margaritas might be going with
Joe
that.
will make margaritas.
So, okay. So there's going to be a taco bar here. Now the tickets that you buy on there, because I'm just jumping into the car show just because we're right here first. It is important, and that's some of our main thing for this week's show is that when you sign up for the car show, it's $45, but it's an awesome value because you will get in your packet, you'll get a beautiful t-shirt. You want to just kind of show them that
this
one though?
This is the t-shirt.
I know. It's in a beautiful blues this year. So we've got
the t-shirts are really cool.
Yeah, they are. And so we have t-shirts in your bag. A dash magnet is in your bag. The poster for this year is also in your bag. And then you'll get a dinner ticket, and that dinner ticket is going to get you into the taco bar buffet that they're going to have here during the award ceremony. So you'll come in at 4 o'clock, get a little food, sit down, and then our pinup contest is going to start. So we've got some lovely girls that are going to be entering into this. And you do not have to be a local. You just have to be 18 to into your 90s. If you've got a fancy outfit that you'd like to show off in your pinup style, if you're 18 and above, we want you to enter into our pinup contest. And then we are going to also be discovering who won the poker walk. So yes. Johnny Fitzgerald is in charge of our poker walk. He is the poker king. And so he will be here at 8 in the morning for sign up. Let me back up with that. We have early registration on Friday night from 5 to 7 right here at the Owl Club. And then 7 o'clock we have the cruise night over at Rains Market. And so are you going to bring Buddy or Ruby?
It would probably be Ruby.
Okay. And she has a shiny, bright red, and what is she exactly?
She's a Chevy HHRSS.
She's so cute. So, of course, she's got to be in the parade there. So we want to encourage you to come to the parade, and you can have early registration here. And then Saturday morning, 8 a.m., registration will be here. Miss Trina will be here with Candy. And we will be doing registration. And also in there, so when we were talking about tickets, they'll be able to purchase a dinner ticket.
Purchase extra dinner tickets at the same time that you sign up for the car show.
Very, very good. And that way it's not just the participants, they will have a ticket. But if you want to have extra tickets, you will have to purchase them, and they're $20 a piece. So it's going to be nice. And then there's a surprise thing that we're going to unfold, but it's going to be at registration. So, and it has something to do with Hot August Nights. So, and we'll reveal
surprises.
That. Yes. And so we'll reveal that at registration.
It is a surprise because I don't even know.
So I'm
in the dark.
No, you kind of know.
Well, I kind of know.
Okay.
But she can't tell me everything because I have like a big mouth.
Newspaper now, and so that way anything goes on, she's going to make
That's
sure you
right,
know about
that's
it.
right. Careful
So-
what you say, you could end up in my next book.
Oh, that's too fun when you're a local. That's some serious fun right there. So that's what's going on with the car show,
This
and then
weekend.
this weekend, and then Saturday night at 6:00 is the Mile 12 bluegrass band that'll be at the Eureka Opera House.
Nice.
So, and it's like tickets are like $10, so affordable. So while they're here, they can actually at 6 go to that, because we should have our contest and everything that we're doing done.
Mm-hmm.
Then they can go on over to that, and then at 8:00 back here at the Owl, Maddie's Army is going to be here, and they're also a nonprofit band, and so they help raise money for veterans.
Vets. Mm-hmm.
And so that's going to be kind of a special thing.
Yeah.
So live music, and
All
for
day
those
long.
of you that know how, and even if you don't know how, dancing.
Dancing.
People, you can come out here and go dancing.
And we don't care what you look like, just dance.
Just come out and have a good time. So that's some of the stuff, just bringing up the car show. I'm diving right into the rest of June, and then Miss Trina's going to do July. So also on the 17th of June, we have the Father's Day shoot out at Perdee's. So for those of you who like a little shoot 'em up out there,
Yeah.
head on out.
Take your dads and take your guns.
Yes, and then of course our Legends of the West, and then June 23rd we started adding this because over at the Eureka swimming pool, it's not just for locals. If you come and you visit, the pool is open, and it's a lovely pool, and they have yoga and swim classes. And who's teaching it?
Cindy Butel is doing the yoga.
So
and
cool.
Brenna, I think, is in charge of something to do with the pool.
Okay.
But anyway, they're trying to extend their hours, and she hasn't gotten me a schedule yet, but she promised me she'll get one.
Okay.
But if you want to know, you can call the pool, or you can stop by the pool, or don't call me
We'll
because
put-
I don't know yet.
We'll put the number right here for the
The
pool.
pool. The
Pool number.
The pool.
So-
Like this.
Yes. So on the June 23rd and on June 30th, there's yoga and swim classes. So that's going to be
And
going
yoga
on.
is not in the water, it's on the pool side.
Oh, good to know. So how fun that they're offering classes like that over there.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's not just for the locals. So what's nice is when tourists come in, they can, we like to recommend some of the things that they can do when they're here is going over to the pool.
Go play in the water.
Yeah, so you're up next for July, and what's coming up?
So July, I'm so excited because, of course, the first thing is the Book and Writers Club will be on July 1st. And we haven't decided exactly where we're going to have it. I think it's going to be at the library, but we'll let you know before that. And it'll be from 6 to 8 on the 1st of July. And then the next thing is, of course, the 4th of July in Eureka. Oh, my stars. So I just got the agenda, schedule, whatever, from the volunteer fire department. And they're going to start lining up the floats and the parade down at the firehouse around 9 o'clock. And then the parade will come through at 10. And then I'll go up and turn around and come back through it after that. And throwing candy and screaming and yelling and
Lots of
hot
fun.
horns honking. And then after the parade, of course, right downtown, we'll have all the street games.
games.
The street games. There's three-legged races, and there's nickel scrambles, and the big thing at the end is the adult egg toss.
That is so much
It is
fun.
so much fun.
You know, the first year I was here and they did that. Okay, we have a long Main Street, and it goes like from the Jackson House, you know, all the way down to Clark Street. And so you have this city block of egg toss people, and then it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. It is an amazing
It's
thing
kind
to
of
see.
fun.
And then thank God for the fire department who is sponsoring all of this, because then they, at the very end of the event, they hose it all down
Yeah, they do.
and take care of business and make sure that our streets are
That's right.
shiny and clean again.
And they're also having a raffle during the 4th of July. They're going to be selling tickets. They have an AR-15 and a 6-hour 9mm and a grill, and a new gift is a subscription to the Eureka County Star.
Eureka
So there'll
County
be
Star
at
right
least-
here.
At least 4 prizes for the Eureka Volunteer Firemen's Raffle.
They
And
always have a nice
Yeah,
raffle.
they do. So the firemen will be going around into the crowd, selling tickets, and they're $5 a piece.
Okay.
It's a heck of a deal. They raise money for the fireworks that they put on that night and every year, and they do an amazing job.
We have a great
yeah.
fire display that they
It's just
do.
a hometown feeling, good vibe thing.
It
4th of
really,
July.
it really is, because it's people tailgate, they spread their blankets, or they're in their trucks, or out at the school grounds, or even up at the park where the old school used to be.
The old school.
Um,
If you don't know where the old school is, too bad.
And so it's so fun because it's like almost anywhere in town. When you're in town here in Eureka, you can see the firework display, and they do a wonderful
It's
job.
really cool. I live out in the valley about 10 miles, and I can see the fireworks from my deck, and you can watch them, and they go, and then you count, and then pretty soon you get boom. It's the coolest
Oh,
thing.
yeah, because the sound carries.
Exactly,
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
It is very cool. Okay, so that's the 4th of July. Please come because you'll have Ava Hall. And
Yes.
of course, there will be food trucks
Yes.
and people and beer.
Yes, and nail pounding,
nail pounding.
and nickel scramble, and three-legged races,
Three-legged races.
and the sack races. Okay, it's not just for the kids.
It's not.
Because all the adults get to do the three-legged races and all the
sack
different
races.
age categories with the sack races, so that nobody is missed.
Yeah.
To get out there and get involved.
Everybody gets to have a sunburn.
Yes,
Yes, they
yes,
do.
or scrapes on their knees
That's
if they
right.
were going too fast.
That's right.
And they fell. So yes.
Oh,
Yes.
So then on, I think it's the 8th, yes, on the 8th of July, the Lions Club is going to have a barbecue in the city park, which is right behind the Owl Club. They're having a membership get together.
Mm-hmm.
So if the lion comes up and grabs you, just go to the barbecue and maybe you'll want
But they're nice lions.
pet the lion. and maybe join the Lions Club. It's there. So the big thing that the Lions Club do, I mean, they do a lot of stuff, but they collect old glasses and give them to people that can't afford glasses, which is I really
Yeah, internationally that they do that.
it's
They're
really-
good. They're a good
They're a
bunch.
good organization. They sponsor a speech contest for kids in high school, and
Yes.
they're kind of cool. Okay, so on the 13th will be the Eureka Garden Club, and they meet at 6:30. And as far as I know, I think they're still going to meet in the park. But you can call Jan Romero and find out for sure. But it is on the 13th. It is at 6:30. And then the 15th is up at Perdiz will be the Perdiz Fun Shoot. That'll be hot, get it fun.
Yes, so they do. They have a fun time. It's basically guns and a tailgate party up there.
Yeah.
And, so yes.
And then on the 15th, there's two things.
Yes.
At the baseball diamond is the VFW is having their softball tournament.
Yes.
At the same time, downtown, right by the depot, between what's that street?
Clark Street.
Clark Street. The Eureka Restoration is going to have a tailgate party, and I think they're going to have chorizo.
So they're going to have food, and they're going to have a little music and some vendors and things over there, and that's a fundraiser. And we just support them so much because the ERE, the Eureka Restoration Enterprise, has helped in restoring buildings, our old buildings, and different things here. Garni DeMalley and her fabulous crew are now doing the Masons Hall. The upstairs of the Masons Hall. And if you've never been into the Masons Hall, it's really quite beautiful. And an upstairs and a downstairs. But we have the only Masons Hall that is an underground Masons Hall in the United States.
We're special.
We are. We're very special. and Garni thinks they're special too. And what's amazing is that the ERE is going to go in there and they are renovating the upstairs to put a business in there. So the Masons themselves are working on brickwork and some of the things. I think that's so cute. The Masons are working on some of the mason work up there. And so they're helping to do stuff. But Garni and ERE, they are raising funds to help restore the upstairs of that. These buildings are so important to any community that's a historic community, and we definitely are one. and the fact that when people come here, they're so amazed that our buildings are alive. And what we mean is that they have businesses in them so that people can come in and see, just like this historic, you know, this is like 1880s here into the Owl Club that's here.
You know that this, you know why this is so long?
So I do part of it. You go ahead and I'll chime
So
in.
it used to be a roller skating rink.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before they put the wall in between here and the tattoo place, and then you come in here and go roller skating because it's got the best floor. It's
You
a
know,
wooden,
these old
wooden
floor, and they used to do highlight in here.
The Basque
And
used to come
so-
do highlight.
Yeah, and so the Basque people had come here in the early 1900s. But on here, you see this ceiling that's here like this, but it didn't used to be like this. It had
Way high.
a super high ceiling in here because this was a Basque game, and they played highlight in here. Then the little rinky-dink rink that they roller rink right here. So they had that here.
You could rent skates and everything. It was really cool.
Oh, I bet it was. And these old buildings have such a history and wonderful memories for people who've not only lived here but gone on and come back. And so the fact that it's open and you can talk about these things, that's one of the things about come and visit us here in Eureka. You know, there's amazing things that are here to see. So congratulations to the ERE for wanting to take on the Masons Hall. So you got some jingle in your pocket. You want to give it to a good cause. Give it to the Eureka Restoration
Or me.
Enterprise. You know,
And I'll give it to them. Well, but yeah, I promise. I promise.
Yeah.
Get me
It's
out of this. Get
questionable.
me out of this.
Questionable.
Okay.
Because then she might grab me to go have
Yes, right.
margaritas, or
Ooh, top
something.
shelf.
So
Ooh,
it'll be
okay. Okay, so we did the VFW and the ERE, and then on the 24th, July 24th through 28th will be VBS Vacation Bible School, and it'll be up at the old gym, it's over there.
up above Monroe Street.
Up above Monroe Street,
Yes.
next to where the old school was.
That you can't
They
see
can't
because
tell
it's
not there anymore.
But the park is there.
But the park is there.
And the school is right up on that corner.
And this is for 4 years old through 6th grade, and
Very
they
nice.
always have a really big turnout. You get a T-shirt, and you get to learn about Jesus, and they have games and activities and stuff.
And a lot of fun.
And it really is kind of cool. The people that put it on, well, the Eureka Community Church sponsors it, but all the churches come together and send
And
children,
send their
and even
children.
kids that, but even kids that don't go to church because they
Those are sometimes a first experience with
yeah.
VBS, coming
So
into
come in
meeting people
meet
and
that
going to
and
church.
get a T-shirt, and it's just a fun thing.
Nice.
So
And the community church, that's rolling good.
that's Roland Good and his wife Leanna, wonderful people. We are very lucky to have them here. And then the Diamond Valley Baptist Church, of course, is Jack and Kathy Neal. And then the Mennonite Church is
Curvin.
Jean and Curvin.
Jean and Curvin Martin.
And I think the head honcho at the Mormon Church, I think, is Jeb Rowley.
Okay.
I've talked to him a couple times about getting some information, so that's what I usually talk about. So
But
we have
it's-
some really,
yeah.
the Catholic Church, I think Sally Gokachia or Gladys Gokachia is.
What was it?
Well, because I don't know the name of the.
I'm Catholic.
I
Okay,
don't-
so it's like, what?
Do you know the name of the pastor?
And-
Father?
And so they've had some different ones that
Okay.
have come up.
So
and
I'm assuming that if they
Father
get a
Bijou and
hold of Sally or
Sally
Gladys.
Goikachia, yes.
Yeah, so we have some really nice churches here, and
Yes.
and some very calming spirits.
But it's nice to just see in the community that everybody comes together and to send kids to VBS. I
Yeah.
think that's a very good
It
thing.
is very
Anything that brings people together is,
It is a very
in
good
the
thing.
communities
It
is
is
a
a very good
wonderful, wonderful thing. So
So the last thing in July, July 31st through August 2nd, is going to be the juvenile probation volleyball camp here, and they're going to have people from all over come here, and is it boys and girls?
yep, boys and girls, and they're going to do volleyball. That's Irma Davila and Steve Zimmerman with juvenile probation. They put on some awesome
They do.
events here in the community, whether it's the basketball tournament, the youth volleyball. They've
youth
got
volleyball?
the youth.
Well, we are in a
volleyball.
bar.
Yes. And so they put out lots of wonderful things here.
Of course, it
And
is like
it's
9:30 in the morning.
there's nothing there. There's not even a bartender over here, so it's nice
Does
and
that mean
quiet.
we get free reign?
Only you would think that on there. And it's like, okay, I'll help you. No. So, anyways, so that's great.
Don't worry, Eleni. Your bar is safe with us.
Yes, we are temporary good caretakers.
Yes, we are.
On this, so that's July coming up. So as we get ready to just kind of close some of this out, one of the things we want to shout out to is, and we have been for quite a while, is Easy Stop. We're so happy for Sean Bansal and his Easy Stop crew, because they have purchased a small building like the Out West buildings. Irvin Plank has these Out West buildings there. So they're like pre-made like sheds. And so he has a really well-built, nice little building out there. And they put flooring and everything in it. And it's so they've taken the essence of what is most necessities and for the public. So they've got like alcohol in there, and of course I would lead with alcohol.
You've been around me too much.
So it has alcohol, it has tobacco, but it also has all the drinks and snacks and quick bites and things. But the thing that I love is that right next to it is the Phoenix food truck. They have fantastic food over there. So if you've never gone to Sean at Easy Stop and had any of their food, it's really good. And they have a nice selection over there. So that's at the Phoenix food truck. The pumps are open. They're doing propane again. So we're thrilled to know that that company, that business that suffered a devastating fire, is coming back on their feet. So way to go, Easy Stop and your crew, for getting back on your feet. And they're open 24 hours. One of the main things that they wanted to do is make sure that they were able to serve the miners and feed the people that they were taking care of, because of the different shifts that our miners have here. And so they are accommodating that with being open 24 hours for fuel and for food. So
nice.
Yeah, so way to go on that. What else in town that's Main Street Mall?
The Main Street Mall. Sunny and her daughter and her ex-husband. I found out Benny is her ex-husband.
So
but they get along really well.
They do. They do.
Because I had to ask. I said, okay, you're talking about all these people, and I have no idea. So she gave me a family tree.
So
they're putting it together.
Yes.
They're cleaning it up. They're making spots for vendors to come in and rent like 8x10 spaces to bring in local vendors to do pretty much anything. You can do spinning, you can do sewing, you can have a class there, you can put in antiques. I talked to a woman the other day, we talked to a woman that we're not supposed to say her name, but she's thinking about putting in frozen pies. And we went,
because they're working on a freezer in the back.
I want a frozen pie.
I'm gonna frequent flyer that myself. Yeah, take it at home and bake it. Yeah,
we pushed all we could, and she went away going like this. So maybe she'll do that.
That'll be great.
She'll be open during the car show, not for business, but just to go
Soft
in and
opening.
see. Just go in and see what she has, and talk to Sunny or Jess or Benny about what they have. And out the back, she's going to do a miner's laundry. She's excited about that, and I think some of the miners are going to be too. Go, I'm not sure if I want to do. Yeah, okay.
You know, of all the clothing out there, the miners for their families, or just even for them to do, those that are truly in the mud and digging and doing different things on there, it's dirty work. So God bless you on your laundry and always to be safe.
She has her machines all bought, and she has to just set them up and blah blah. So she's working her little buns off. It's going to be a nice thing. I think she hopes to have it done maybe by the 4th, but I'm not sure. But she will definitely have the door open this weekend during the car show, so people can come in and see what in the world she's doing.
Yes, and when Sunny, when she gets her part of it up, because she's an incredible seamstress, I'm going to have her. So I'm a costumer, and I like to wear mostly. I like late 1800s clothing and Edwardian clothing. And so some of the things that I really love is like really fancy undergarments, and I was trying underpinnings, and she's going to make me some pantaloons. They're
That was
like
nice. That
thank
was
you,
good.
thank you. And they have what's called like lamb chops. So it's like basically, to explain it simply, it's like pajama pants. It's like cotton, but at the bottom, from the knee below, is layers of lace. And they're just so pretty. They're fancy.
Pretty and fancy.
And, you know, because sometimes I've been known to show a little ankle, just a little ankle in public.
Ed, it's your husband.
And so, you know, a lady would like to have proper, you know, underpinnings, and those kind of little pantaloons are really nice. So, so we have fabulous seamstresses here, like Marion Byler, and I know there's so many others, but Cindy is another one. Jana, yes, Jana. Oh, I didn't even bring that up. Thank you for mentioning her name. So last year we had asked Miss Jana Rowe if she would make us a blanket with past t-shirts from the car show. And she did, and she made us pillows, and it was fantastic. It was a huge hit. And Glenda Molly walked away with one, and he almost didn't make it out the door because they had people trying to buy it off him as he was going out the door. Well, that beautiful quilt made money for our VFW. We raised like $555 because we sold raffle tickets for our VFW. Very close to my heart and close to Trina's is our VFW. And so her beautiful blanket last year was a hit, and it's going to be this year. So we have another blanket.
It'll be on display during registration.
Yes.
Friday night and Saturday.
Yes.
You can buy your tickets from me and or Candy. Candy and I.
Yes.
I and Candy, me and Candy.
Yes.
I'm a writer and I should know.
Candy and I.
Thank
yes.
you, Candy and I.
And so you will be able to buy tickets for that. You do not have to just be a car show participant. Anybody can contribute, because it's going to be for, once again, for our wonderful VFW.
Where would we be without the people that joined the service?
I don't even want to think about it. We'd be speaking another language,
and
you know,
it
and
could be a lot of different languages.
It could.
Yeah,
it could.
And
So thank you to our VFW.
I have a hard enough time speaking English.
Yeah. So yes, thanks for keeping watch while we sleep, and for guarding us and protecting. We are very grateful.
Yes, we are.
So that's going to be another addition on the with the car show. So it's going to be fun.
We got Sunny. We got the Easy Stop. We should say something about Tapatio.
Oh, El Tapatio. So we're still boosting sales out there to let you know we have fabulous Mexican food inside the Jackson House Hotel. So El Tapatio, authentic Mexican food.
And I just went, Candy and I went to lunch yesterday at Clementine's and got to sit with Leslie, the owner, who is just such a kick in the pants. So Leslie, when I was here a million years ago, when I worked at the school as the K-12 secretary, I got roped into becoming a Girl Scout leader. So I had a Girl Scout troop, and I had Leslie Oliver as my Girl Scout.
Oh.
And then the next week we added one more, and we went 100% over. So we had 2 Girl Scouts in our Girl Scout troop. So Leslie and I are go back a long ways.
So very, very cool.
But the food was good. So Candy had steak fingers, which she has had a hankering for quite some time. And I had a hamburger, and their meat is really good.
Oh, good deal. So our restaurants will be open over the car show. We have Clementine's, El Tapatio, the Owl Club here. We have Easy Stop down there with the Phoenix food truck. We will, speaking of food trucks, we will have the Garcia Ventures Corn Dog Company. We will have Biggins Barbecue here. So there will be nothing but
I'm just
food.
Exploding as I sit here. And as you can tell, I don't need to explode anymore. It's like,
and you start early. So by 8 o'clock, if you want to go sample everything, by the time,
lunch comes
4 o'clock comes, then you can plan it. Then you can be here at the Owl for the taco bar. Just plan it out. Stretch your day out. Enjoy all the food and libations going on, and the fun.
Is there gonna? Are you guys? So, did you ever come out with a way to have music during the car show?
So we are.
No
Carrie
pressure.
Schweibel.
No pressure.
Carrie Schweibel is going to be a little DJ for us out here. So we'll have some speakers and everything out there, and we'll be able to announce what's going on. And Carrie Schweibel will be doing our music out there. So we're very grateful to her for saying yes. Because we had always wanting to go local for everything that we do. before we'd had Tyler Watts, who did a lovely job for us, but we don't have him, this year. He's like all growing up
He's
and
busy.
stuff, and he's got things he's doing, and so
He's doing boy stuff.
he's like, they're all growing up. What's going on with that? And congratulations to all of the 2023 graduates. We want to say congratulations out there to all the parents that got those kids through, and all the kids who worked so hard.
Even the 8th graders, even though you got
Yeah.
4 more years, you did good.
They graduated.
You jumped
Moving on.
up, You're almost there.
Yes. So very, very cool.
And then pretty soon you'll be having your 50th class reunion.
That's you.
I'll be doing this year too. I looked at the kids that graduated this year, and I went, oh, they're just so young.
Oh, I know it is incredible.
But great kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. We're fortunate. There's some great kids here. Well, we're at time here for our Visit Eureka, Nevada show. I'm your host, Dana Lee Friend, and my co-host,
Trina, Machacek.
And so thanks for being with us here, and we will see you next week with a report on how everything with the car show went. So we'll be talking to you soon.
Now can we drink?
So we're not supposed to tell anybody anything.
It's okay, Eleni, we're not drinking.
I didn't have the contraptions.